Today we're going to see how we work with the drums. So in this case I'm using Logic Pro. It's the same thing if you have another digital audio workstation. In this case, let's start with this. So first of all, how do we get the drums in here? So that's the first thing. What we can do is go over here and click the plus, new track, and we want to hit drummer. In this case, you have these 6 options. If you're using Logic Pro, let's say you can choose either one of these. These belong to the genre, for instance, rock, alternative, songwriter, R&B, electronic, hip hop. So you pick one. So let's say I'll pick hip hop, and then I go over here and I click create, and then automatically Logic is going to give me two of these boxes that have the drums already played for you, and all you have to do is click on play to hear how they sound. And let me take this other square is going to give me, it's the same thing, but it just changes the beat a little bit, so you can do the verses and pre-chorus and then the chorus with something it changed and still be the same idea. It just changes just a little bit. So you have these kind of drums, and let's say you don't like the sound or something, you can always adjust it over here. You have like other style, the same genre but different sounds. Let's say you don't like that, you can choose and continue choosing from over here. And let's say I didn't like that, so oops, let me go back in here. So you can always delete these. Let's say I'll get into the ones that I was working on. Let's say I like this one instead. You can always come over here. This is the editor, and it can change anything from the drums that you don't like. You can choose other sounds in your drums. For instance, let me get that one, and it will change the sound. And then you can continue playing until you find something that you like. And let's say I like this sound with the hands, so you just put it in there. Okay, so that's how you adjust your drums, like the sounds from here. And then over here, this is very important, so you want to make sure you're on Beats and Project and you have the access to the BPM. The BPM is the tempo of the song, so you can adjust it right from here. You double click on it, and then you can change this to another number, let's say 120, and it will change 120 everything that you have on the whole project. And let's see how it sounds. Let's say you don't like that, you want to do a little bit slower, so you keep changing the number until you find the right beat that you want for that specific song. Okay, so what I did over here, since Logic gave me 2, I just keep copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So let's say I got these 2, so I went over here, edit, and then I click copy, and then I just put my mouse where I wanted to paste, and then I can click Command V, or you can go over here and do it the old style. You have your commands in here, so you can start learning them, so you don't have to go all the way, get your mouse over here, you know. And all you have to do is paste, and ta-da, you have it in here, and you can continue paste, 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 and then you have a lot of all the ones that you need, so you don't have to redo anything. Let's say I'll erase that, I'll hit delete, and so that's the first thing. I also make sure that I had my drums all the way to where it starts the 1, because I don't want any empty space on the track. And if you try to do that at the very end, it's just a little bit more complicated, so I recommend you do it at the beginning. And then I choose it to go all the way here, and I just click on time so that I can see how long it my sorry, let me go. Okay, back in there. I choose for the song to be 2 minutes and 46. So you can, I guess, whatever on how long you want your song to be at. Let's say I want it to be 3 minutes, so I'll click here and now, I'll copy paste. So it's a little bit more room. So I want the song to last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So I put it all the way there. And from right here, this is just one kind of drums. Let's say you want more stuff, like let's say you play this and you're like, okay, that sounds too empty, I want to add more. So let's play it. Let's say you want to add more. Well, you continue just getting drums, bam, bam, and you click over here. You can change this. You can choose the same genre or change into something else and make your own sounds. For instance, in this case, I click this one and I have this for songwriter. And then when I put it all together, it sounds just more powerful. And you can also add more drums. Just make sure they are in the same box. Like you can see 1, 2, like the lovely thing is that you have this by bars, bar 17, and then you see the scores over here and it goes right on time. So you don't have to worry about the tempo and things to be on right time, okay? And they always sound good. And you're probably thinking, okay, that sounds pretty good. So how about when you put the other instruments? Well, in this case, let me get this out of there. I have my keyboards over here on the bottom. So all I did is just play with the tempo, with the rhythm. And since this is MIDI, let's say I change it into a slow tempo, it will just adjust very easily. So you don't have to worry about recording again your keyboards if you change your tempo, okay? So let's say I want to choose 90, what I had first. Oops. Double click on it, otherwise it will close Logic. And then click on it. Okay. And anytime you want to adjust something, for instance, let's say over here, if you click over here and you go to the scissors, which is the editors, you can adjust anything from your drums. Obviously the drums are beat, so you're not going to have the following, like when you play the keyboards or use any instruments that has the keyboards, it will come like this. Okay, it's the same different thing. Over here you can adjust either one of these notes to create your melodies, the chords, and change it into the different instruments. Okay, so that's where you go. And if you click over here, instead of MIDI, it's just going to be the things that you can adjust to your drums. Okay, so let me go back into here. So it already came back to tempo, but let's say there's something on the keyboard that I didn't like. So what you have to do is, with your mouse, you can change a note. Let's say I hate this note and I change it here. And then it will sound different. Or I can put it back. And you can play around with the notes. And it's the same thing. Let's say you want to get another instrument like this one. All you have to do is go to software instrument. So these are your basic three: drummer, audio, and software instrument. To get your audio, this is for if you're trying to record your microphone or your guitar. Let's say you play guitar and you're like, oh, okay, I want to put my electric or my acoustic guitar, so you want to use audio, and you put the microphone or the cable into the guitar and you record. Otherwise, you can play in a guitar that is already over here as a MIDI, and you have your software instrument, and then you create this, and it will come like empty unless you change it. And let's say I want to change it from here. You can use a bass. Let's say I want to put a guitar, so I go into guitars and I have all these options in here. And let's say I don't want to waste any time, I will just copy these and put it into a guitar. What I did on the keyboard, let's do it in a guitar. And then from here, you're going to hear how it sounds. Let me take this. Well, let's put it all together. Okay, and that's how it sounds. Oops. Let's say you don't want a guitar. Well, you can also do synthesizer, mallets, bass. You have lots of options in here. Let's say I want to do an 80 something. And then you change the instrument to tell you what exactly you're using now. Well, that's it for today. I hope you like this video, find it very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and give like to the video so that you don't lose any kind of material that I upload to this channel. And hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.